Alright guys, what's up? This is Baby D here. I'm back again with my second commentary of this week. Probably this week. My second commentary ever on this channel. So what I meant to say, but also the second one this week. I guess it could be totally true, but anyway, that's not the point. I came to talk to you about a couple things actually. Wait a second while I pull this up real quick, and I can talk to you because I'm really excited about this, and it's really something I really like talking about. So here we go. I'm almost there, hold on. Supposedly, let me see if I can get a picture. Okay. Well, I'll just tell you the story because I'm really excited about this, so hear me out. Here we go. NASA, actually, I think it came out today, maybe. There was research that life on Mars has been found. Okay, to me that's a big deal because I love Mars, and one of my dream jobs is to be an astronomer because I can listen to like people talk about space, and I can research space, and I'll do like all the equations and boring crap that just find an answer that something has to do with something with space. So, I mean, I'm all up on space. When I see space, I jump on space. You know what I'm saying? If I was in space, I would probably stay there and die in space just to be in space. So basically, that shows you how much I love this topic. But when I got on MSN the other day, I think it was yesterday morning and today. I didn't see it yesterday morning because I was kind of just hurrying up trying to get to YouTube to see if I got any more views on my other videos. But anyway, this morning I saw it again on MSN, and it said life was discovered on Mars. So I read the description it had on there, and back in 1972, NASA sent a Martian rover. I think it was one of the first Martian rovers, and they were both called Vikings. Viking. No, this is Viking 1, Viking 2, something like that. Anyway, they were sent kind of like an exploration mission on Mars. They not only collected rocks and stuff, but I think they also tried to collect life. Well, of course they tried to collect life because this is what this whole article's about. But they tried to search for signs of life, and what they did was they would find certain geological features that were found on rocks on Earth that proved there was life there, and they would look for that on Mars. And they went to Mars, and they got up some of these rocks, crushed it together, and see if they could find any chemical makeups, or I guess chemical makeup, or any kind of shapes or formations or residue of anything, of some kind of biological creature ever being there. And they couldn't find any biological evidence of any kind of living thing on Mars. So they decided, and they ruled that there was no life on Mars. And if there was ever life on Mars, well, there's no life on Mars now is what I meant to say. And if there ever was life on Mars, it would have been millions and millions of years ago, not anywhere close to when humans were around. So that was the story for about 20 to 30 years until researchers about a couple of years ago decided they'd relook at the studies, and they realized that biological complexes on Earth happen to be a lot more biological creatures happen to be a lot more complex than what they really are, or what people used to think about them. And so they took back the old evidence of the rocks found in 1972 and the formations and the data that NASA got from those Martian rovers, and they crunched them in even further into numbers. They converted the readings into numbers, I guess, and so they could find out exactly how complex the situation was, and see if any of the NASA members missed anything in their last experiment, because I mean it has been almost 40 years. I think the year's 2012, so yeah, it's basically almost been a good 40 years since they last did this, so I'm sure there's a different equation, and there's more things you can look for about life on Mars, and not just what they looked for back 40 years ago. And so they looked at it, and they found surprisingly that some of the rock formations, or I guess the rock formations, they didn't really go into detail about it, but there was something about when they crunched the numbers back from numbers to readings, that it happened to be more along the lines of some kind of biological setting or environment. I don't know. It could be bacteria. It could be real animals. It could be plants. I don't know, but it's some kind of biological system, actually is what they said, as composed to just a geologic system, as what NASA scientists used to think it was just rocks, and nothing ever lived there for a while. But they actually found some kind of biological system. So that means whatever was there that made that residue or system or whatever on the rocks, obviously was recent, because they wouldn't last in rocks for that long. I mean, fossils last in rocks, but I'm saying, like, it wasn't a fossil. It was like literally like residue, I guess is the best way to describe it. I don't know what else to say, but residue. And hold on, let me move my mic up closer in my mouth, or more in direction of my mouth. Anyway, they found residue and stuff like that in and around the rock. So basically what I'm trying to say is they think they have reestablished that there is life on Mars, and that it's probably bacteria. But I mean, to me that is still awesome, because we are not the only life in this universe. At least I don't want to be like all weird and skeptic and freak you out like I'm some weirdo, but I mean, I think it would always be cool if there was life on Earth. I mean, life outside of Earth. It didn't really matter to me, because I mean, I was thinking if we're the only life on Earth, then maybe we can start something else somewhere, you know, or we can, like, fine, we got the whole universe, we can rule it, you know, kind of thing. But I'd always like it if there was other life too, because I could talk to them about how they run their life and how they deal with problems, you know, like how similar they are to us, and just find out cool things about them, and if they're more advanced or back in the Stone Ages, you know. So I mean, it didn't really matter to me. I would like it either way, and just to think that there is biological life out there kind of blows your mind a little more than you would think, because it raises a lot more questions than it does answer them. And the only thing about answers is that, is there life outside the universe? I mean, outside our planet? And supposedly they're not going to really say it's true until they have like a video or like a microscopic picture or something of that legit bacteria, just to make sure, full on proof that it is true that there is a bacteria on Mars. So they're not going to fully prove it, but for right now it's almost confirmed, at least through equation wise. So if there is, I mean, there's so many questions it can answer. I forgot what I was talking about before, so I'm just going to move on to this. There's so many questions it can raise. My bad. Like, so was there always life like this, or did it get destroyed and bacteria was the only thing left, or is it just starting, or like what happened? Like, you know, I don't even know. Is there more? I mean, if there's a planet right next to us, then why can't there be more, you know? I don't know, it just blows my mind to think about that. And what would they look like? Do they have the same cell makeup as us? Like, are they even similar to us? Do their bacteria have, like, are they single cell organisms, or are they like do they have mitochondria and like vacuoles and nucleuses, or are they kind of just like there, or they have like extra appendages, or they can like transform into Super Saiyans or something, you know, something weird or cool. Probably the most realistic thing to say is that they probably are just like us, like our kind of bacteria. But it'd be cool if they weren't. And it's just weird to think about. That is Martian bacteria. Like, I just want to touch it and be like, I touched another planet's living organism. That is ridiculous. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to let that out there, that there is almost like 99.9% confirmed that there is life on Mars. And I just want to get this out to all you YouTubers, because I know you like this. And hopefully this gives my channel some more views, you know what I'm saying? Because if you haven't been looking at our videos lately, me and James, we haven't been doing so hot. Our videos get like, what, 20 views? 20 views max. 30 views max. They rarely go over 30 if it's like, and if they do, it was definitely like over time. It didn't go over 30 views in like a week. It went over like 30 views in like 2 months maybe. So hopefully this brings some views to me, and I hope you like my commentating. Anyway,